Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. Myself Bala here. I'm welcome you all to my channel. And this video, I'm just going to discuss and try to create one charting scanner. Is based on the CPR. It's nothing about a narrow CPR. So already we created a CPR based scanners and also narrow CPR, which we updated on our premium Telegram group. So that you can access all my premium scanners. So if you want to more detail about the premium scanners, so you can just ping me on my WhatsApp number which shown on this video. So first, you need to understand one logic from here, how my scanner is different from others to find out a narrow CPR. In this case, where you can look at the chart, CPR levels are plotted here, and you can see the top central is in a pink line and the bottom is in green line, and central pivot is a black. So normally the central pivot is the middle. The bottom, sometimes the bottom may be in the top or top may be in the bottom. So that we have fixed it. And one of the new people who joined our Telegram group, so they were asking how the scanner works, and that is why this video. And maybe new you maybe also understand the logic. So here in this particular green line is a bottom central, and this is what pivot, and pink line is a top center. So this is what normal condition, but in case of some conditions, the reversal also be there. So here in case here BC and TC. So if you are using, now the pivot is in central. If you are using TC, always be higher than the pivot and also higher than the BC. But sometimes BC higher than TC and pivot means that time the calculations may vary and it will be producing a negative results or mismatched stocks. So that is why we used a custom indicator to find out that, very important. And such a kind of pattern only we do find it. Normally here, in this case, BC is in bottom. So the next day, BC in top and BC in top. So this, and again, this particular day, it will be back to the normal position. So what is the normal position? Pivot, top central and bottom central. But in this case, it's a bottom central, pivot and top central. So if you are using this kind of days, if you are finding out a narrow CPR, that may be going to give you some negative stock. That means the wrong stocks also. So how to avoid that? We use some custom indicator to find out such a kind of exact pattern. So for example, this is also a narrow day and that was giving you some good movement, but here this is a normal day, but in this case this is also normal day, but some cases it may be changed. The bottom should be higher. This is also be one of the narrow, and where you can see the bottom central in below to the pivot, sorry, top is below to the pivot. So how to fix it? And I'm just going to create the scanner. So mostly our scanners is about adjustable scanner. You can adjust the length of the particular gap between TC and BC, then you can easily find it out. So that is why we use a custom indicator. So let me try to create some custom indicator with, sorry, scanners with the custom indicator. So here, normally TC should be higher than the BC. Okay, simple. I'll already created that conditions. So top CPR, that is a TC. Okay, daily top TC is must be greater than pivot or the bottom. So this will filter. But if you are using daily, because the pivot calculation is based on the previous day's value. If you are using a daily, it will be fetching with the tomorrow's stocks. If you want to back test, what are the stocks today? I'll be using 1 day ago. So this 1 day ago means yesterday's values we calculate, and we will be finding out today's stocks. If you are using a daily, it will be finding out the stocks 1 day before. Okay. So this is what the main condition most of my scanners have, how we to find it out. So if you are using mostly the stocks, that would be that we had a future group. So very easy to find out 200 stocks. So Zipla just for a study. So if I'm using, and what it says, TC is greater than the BC. That's a simple condition. So here you can look at this. Almost the stock is completely all the days it's following the thing, and in this particular day it was a very narrow in range. Okay, so that one you can just look at. Okay, so also you can use R1 and S1 also for a breakout, but here I'm just finding out the narrow level only. So maybe a next video you can use after the narrow R1 break and S1 something you can also try for this. So we fixed that in a this particular line. Okay, so the second we to find out the range. So what should be the range? How we can calculate? Okay, so for an example, the gap between this particular range of TC and BC. So how do I use an ABS? ABS is an absolute value. So here top TC, that is what a TC minus BC. Bottom CPR. So I use a 1 day ago. So why I'm using 1 day ago? I told you earlier. Then it should be this values. If you are adding a higher value of TC and lower value, so you will be getting some value. It must be less than. So you can use a close of 1 day ago. Okay, so into number. So this is what adjustment we used. 0.003. So let me check if any stock which find we can able to find it. So we have almost 40 stocks. So if I added this, we have a 99 stocks. Maybe this filter will filter you some stocks, almost 40 stocks, if 44. So almost it filtered 50 stocks plus, but 50 stocks we can't able to. Well, let me check an NMDC. So what is happening in NMDC, whether it is a narrow or not. So it is very, very narrow, but here we to use even lesser number 0.0003. So if you are using this, we have a few stocks and you can easily fetch the stock only 4. So this is what an adjustment where you can make comparing with the previous close. Okay, or we can compare with the TCR and top CPR and bottom CPR values also. Okay, so let me check this stocks. So after filtering that, we have a very few number of stocks. Ambuja Cement is the one. Look at this, the CPR value. So that is what and exactly what we are looking for. The CPR isn't very tight and it is also be inside compared to the previous day. But after the movement, we are not looking for and we are just going to find it out whether it is forming a very tight in range. So for example, if you are calculating the range of this particular TC and BC, 63, just a 13 paisa gap between the higher level and the lower. So not an huge. So this is a narrow, or even you can change over here even 0.01 also. If you want to adjust, so we have only one stock of Container Corporation. So Concor, it is very, very, very tight in range. If you understood the gap between, I can't be able to find the gap. So most probably both are same level. So 533.79. Yeah, you can see 78 and 79, the higher level and the lower level. Sorry, 78 and 79. Yeah, exactly. Very one paisa gap. Okay, so this is a tight CPR level where you can able to find it out with this, and you can also adjust. If I just adding a 0.0005, you will be getting even 6 stocks instead of 4. We will be getting 6. So like this, you can use it. But if I'm not using this filter, it will be showing you many stocks. I hope you understood because those stocks trend. Let me check. Uh, BC is top and TC is in bottom. So trend. Let me check. Simply, you can look at this. Green is in higher level, higher, and pink is lower. So this kind of changeover you can also check if you want. You can remove that, or you can also change this condition. It must be less than. It will be filter out only those stock which is opposite normal thing. So even Nifty, Bank Nifty also be there. But if you are using 0.5, if I'm using 0.003, we will be getting very few almost a few number of stocks like BPCL. So I hope you understood how we are creating and why we are using this particular logic here. And a normal scanner, which I am just planning it, it must be greater than. And this would be a scanner which help you to find out very tight in the range. And also weekly, you can change here 1 week ago, all the daily, wherever it is 1 day ago, you have to change it 1 week ago. So then it will be finding out for next weekly based narrow CPR stocks. I hope you understood the scanner may be helpful, but this maybe you can't able to create. I will share you on our premium Telegram group because we used a custom indicator. So we'll share to our group, and anyone who already, I think this kind of scanners are unavailable. So you may also use this. I hope you understood. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. And if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe the channel to get more update on scanners and screeners. Thank you.